On May 28, 2010, the most valuable Chinese painting ever to be put under the hammer in Hong Kong will be auctioned at a value of $15.5 million. Landscapes inspired by Du Fu's poetic sensibilities embodies how Du Fu's work continues to create strong emotions centuries after his existence. Du Fu often used metaphors of landscape to describe his anxiety about the rise and fall of the Tang dynasty. Painted by a Buddhist monk, Shitao, in the 17th century, the masterpiece tries to capture images described by Du Fu from his 8th century poems. It is remarkable to read Du Fu's poetry and still have strong feelings about what is written. The image of China's landscape and its people trying to live normal lives while engulfed by war and death. Almost tragic, the poems seem to want to escape the trials of everyday life and focus on the human soul and the importance of life. Despite constant tribulation, including the death of a son, the poet tirelessly focuses his energy on creating serene images of China, continuing to capture all that is enduring about his country. The empire is shattered, but rivers and peaks remain. In spring, wild grass and trees drown the city. A time so bad, even the flowers rain tears. I hate this separation, yet birds startle my heart. During the Tang dynasty, the Anshu rebellion, initiated by the rebel An Lushan from the years 755 to 762, claimed the lives of likely over 36 million people in China. Presumably a crucial period in Du Fu's life, it appears that the poet is unable to live peacefully, and at one point is even captured by the opposing rebels. Du Fu's introspective look at China through landscape metaphors invites the reader to turn attention to the positive aspects that should be enjoyed by people, rather than the evil nature of man to conquer and destroy his fellow being. Battle sobbing, many new ghosts, an old man I sadly chant poems. Wild flowers lower and touch the thin evening. Fast snow dances in swirling wind. Du Fu facing snow. As if brought to existence out of necessity or a byproduct counteracting the destructive environment, Du Fu appears to possess special powers of imagination and expression, which you would find if you looked up the definition of poet in the dictionary. It is hard to imagine what it would be like to live in a world where you don't know if the next day you live might be your last. It is not difficult to see why someone might refer to Du Fu as the undisputed genius of Chinese poetry. The ability of one person to channel the energy of millions and transform grief into beauty so that centuries later, a once violent period in China can be viewed as mystical and enchanting as genius, and truly a remarkable feat. As the masterpiece of Chinese 17th century artist Shitao prepares to enter the market for auction at the end of the month, it will be interesting to try and find out the purpose of the new owner to purchase this type of work. The mystique circling the poetry of Du Fu continues to enchant audiences into the 21st century, whether in the form of a poem or painting, proving that the spirit of Du Fu is eternal and his work shall live forever.